did not want to join a gang, and he did not want to use drugs. I don't know how many people can make that decision when they're 14 years old. From there, he came to live with his aunt, and between the mother and the aunt, they raised a terrific young man. Robert was determined to overcome his challenges. He was a special ed student. And so because he had dreams of going to college and becoming a photographer and a filmmaker, he stayed an extra year in high school so he could get a Regents diploma so he would qualify for college. Not having the money to go to college and severely impacted, personally impacted by the 9/11 attack, Robert enlisted without informing any member of the family. Robert had also a dream of becoming a soldier in the United States Army. He always wanted to be a tanker. No one knew why he had that in him, but so he went down to Fort Hood and he became a cav man. First cav. So he went down there and he excelled in everything. Gunnery, driving. And if you think it's easy to drive an M1 tank tactically, it is a challenge. And he is a master gunner and expert driver. He deployed with his unit to Iraq, and in September 2004 completed his tour. There were no mandatory re-enlistments, so Robert quietly, without again informing his family, re-enlisted in theater so he could stay with his team. He felt his team needed him. He continued to serve with his unit, and on January 26, 2005, while returning from a 14-hour patrol, he noticed that his platoon sergeant was going back out on an assignment. He asked him, where was he going? I thought we had a date to have a beer, Sarge. And the sergeant said, I have to go on this assignment. So he asked the sergeant, who's your gunner? The gunner gave him a name, and he said, Sarge, you know he's battle fatigued out. He's got to see a doctor. So without being asked or without being told, he went inside and volunteered for that mission. And off they took for that mission. They completed that assignment, and on the way back, they became victims of an ambush. In the course of that explosion, the driver died immediately, instantly. He was ejected from the vehicle in the opposite direction of the line of fire. While they were defending themselves from the left, he was on the ground, and he was being attacked on the ground by the insurgents. They were physically beating him. How he got the wherewithal, said the witnesses, to gather himself, to protect his vitals, while having a 14-inch piece of metal sticking out of his head. Well, he survived that ambush. And from there came a number of mistakes, family not being properly notified by the Department of Defense, family not being notified of their rights and opportunities to go to Germany. But he came back to the United States about February 8th, and the family proceeded to go down where they were told to. They arrived, he was not at that hospital. They proceeded to Bethesda Naval Hospital, where they had received him. While there, the family was advised that he would not make it. The mother suffered a severe trauma, but she was treated, she recovered, and proceeded to take her son to Walter Reed Army Hospital. In Walter Reed Army Hospital, he would become one of 3 soldiers that would find a way